around 200 fights. 53 years young, a former opponent of Andrew Tate, still going strong. It's Mokargbo.
You should get my name right. This is good, thanks.
That's a good start.
A lot of people get my name wrong.
How you doing, Mo? You good?
I'm not good, thanks, man. I'm good.
Good. Right, we're going to fire straight in with out of a cannon.
Okay.
He-Man or the Skeletor?
He-Man. I love He-Man.
Cash or card?
Cash.
Cash. The Krays or the Richardsons?
Crazy.
Robbie Williams or Robin Williams?
Oh, Robin Williams, a comedian. No, I like it. I like it.
Mrs. Doubtfire?
Moka Mindy.
Good man.
More my time, that's why.
KSI or DIY?
DIY. KSI.
Fear or respect?
Respect. It's got to be respect. Yeah.
Seen the darkness or seen the light?
I'm a bit morbid, so I like to see the darkness.
Bit of both?
Yeah. It's more like a bit of both, because it's all I do. So I can't really answer that question because I've got kids as well. See, so it's one of those ones where it depends on.
Go with the darkness.
I love the darkness.
Good
I'm
man.
more to the darkness.
Thank you very much.
I'm more to the darkness.
That was out of a cannon. So we're going to start right off.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about your youth? We're in Bournemouth today at the Primitive Gym. Have you always grown up in Bournemouth? Are you a Bournemouth lad?
No.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, please.
Well, I was born in Sierra Leone, West Africa, and I came over to England. It's one of those. My mother was a diplomat. My father was a doctor, so I grew up in Germany.
Okay.
So my father was a doctor, then my mother was a diplomat. See, so I only came over to England in 1985 when I was 16. I was in London, so basically I started in London.
Are you a single child?
No, my sister lives in London now.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
But I've got a younger sister. She's 6 years old, and so but we lived in Germany. Then I moved over here.
How was your youth? Tough?
No.
No?
No. I didn't have. The tough streets of. No, it was none of that.
Okay.
It was none of that. I educated at O levels, A levels, school.
That was one thing I was going to ask you actually. Yeah. So did you go to college and university?
Yeah. Well, I dropped out.
Because you're a very well-spoken guy.
I dropped out of uni
Okay.
when my father died.
What were you studying?
Law.
Oh, really?
It's supposed to be law.
Oh, okay.
But
my missus has got a law degree.
Not even the first year. Not even the first year. Boom, dropped out because my money wasn't into it. I just wouldn't. And then, when my father died, I was in Southampton at the time, 20 years old. My mother died when I was 15. My father died when I was 21.
Jesus.
So it was just like I was in this country, like fending for myself. So I became a doorman.
Yeah, at 20?
At 20, I was a doorman.
Okay. So you were fighting at that time?
No.
You weren't? Oh, really? So you hadn't got involved in the martial arts or the kickboxing?
Well, I did my taekwondo. I'm a black belt in taekwondo.
Yeah.
But I never take that serious. I never really talk about that.
So what, you got on-the-job training from the doors in Southampton?
No, basically I became a fighter on the doors. But I had my black belt taekwondo.
Yeah.
TGB, which was like it looked good, and I thought, I'm hard. It's only when I became a doorman I started to realize, whatever you know about fighting and that stuff, I learned everything
on the doors.
On the doors. So 10 years I did doors. I had my own company and everything.
Oh, really?
I got up to get my own company.
So you got some stories reference that.
I've had over 100 fights on the doors as well, you know.
Yeah.
Being threatened with knives and stuff like that, chains, groups of lads coming down.
Where was that in
Southampton,
Central?
Southampton, yes. We had the Rhino Club, the Escape Club, the Rhino Club, the Old Oriental, Tapas Bar in Ocean Village. These are all places that if people will watch this, they all go, I remember that.
Yeah,
and they'll go,
was that in like the start of the R&B era?
There was so many stuff going on back then.
Yeah.
So it was a great time. You didn't realize until now. Now I said you realise what a great time we have back then.
It was a social period, wasn't it? But then we were all so much younger as well. We didn't have this massive pandemic looming over our head. So you went on the doors at 20?
Yeah. Cool. I did my door and then I did 10 years of the doors. It was easy money, very easy money.
Did you get a lot of shit for being younger? For being a young man on the doors?
No, because what happens is you because remember I was 20 to... you learn on the door, and I had a lot of like older guys, bodybuilders who looked after me, put me on the wing.
Yeah.
So I learned how to look after myself. I learned how to I started doing weight training.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. There's one doorman who became partners, and his brother Ike Abadam and Jerry Abadam. We started doing cross training competitions and stuff like that.
Okay.
And fitness competitions.
Yeah.
She showed into my fitness. So I was really into my fitness, my training, as well as in the doors.
Okay.
So my attitude to training and attitude to competing, I learned from these guys.
Yeah. So you're around good people.
I was around good people.
And
Around very good
inspirations.
people.
Do you
now
drink?
Look at it now.
Do you drink?
I think I'll go, yes.
Yeah, you drink. Yeah.
But I don't.
So was you involved in the party scene as well then, or whilst being on the door?
We were security and then having, it's all the time. Wherever we went, we just
Because
came
it's a
back.
bit of a party lifestyle for
Yes,
your
it
doorman,
was.
isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was.
Like,
Brilliant.
Round our area, like I was a friend for doorman, and when the club closes, the doorman stay
Yes,
on.
absolutely. And then we're going
all
after parties, stuff like that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Or lock-ins, we call them. You're staying afterwards.
Yeah.
An hour, 2 hours later, just having it's good.
So they were like the good old days then.
You don't get that anymore.
Nah.
And back then, the doorman, you trusted them.
It's a different world now, though, isn't it? Like I don't know, like growing up in, like say, I'm from Portsmouth, I'm from Paulsgrove, I'm from the estate in Paulsgrove.
Yeah.
Floated around the estates growing up. It was rough, but it weren't like what it is now. Like people weren't getting stabbed and people weren't getting shot. People were just demonstrating as well.
Social media.
Is that what do you think that's what it is?
Yes, TikTok and all this Facebook and that stuff. People too many getting involved in other people's businesses and people too busy threatening people over that I'll do the face to face.
Yeah.
You got a problem with me, you turn up and say, right.
Yeah.
You don't get it anymore. You don't get it. That.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm thinking, okay, where does this person live? I'll go to his house and I'll knock on the door and say, right, what was that?
Yeah, what's going on?
They don't do that.
Yeah, it's different.
No one does that. It's people too quick to go.
Everybody's 10 foot tall online, aren't they? That's what it is. So you were 20, you were on the doors in Southampton.
Yeah.
So when did you get involved? Because obviously you're a former cruiserweight world champion kickboxer. So when did you get into kickboxing?
So basically, I was a personal trainer.
Yep.
So I was a kickboxer. I keep saying, it's 2 in the morning for this, I tell you.
Is that his breakfast?
I was a doorman, and we had this and I was with this group, this couple of lads, Ike and Jerry Abadam, and then we split up, and then I had my own door firm, and I started all the security and everything, and then I just got one day I just thought, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this talking.
The aggravation of it.
I was 30 years old, and I thought, oh. So I remember going to Fitness First in Shirley High Street.
Yeah.
It just opened up in Southampton. And I used to know the manager there. The manager said, hey, Mr. Jones.
Yeah.
And I said to him, because, oh, look, can I come in and start training people? He goes, yeah, just go get qualified and you'll be all right. I goes, qualified, what? Basically, get a PT for insurance. I went, okay, how do I do that? I goes, just go out there. So I went out there. Bear in mind, this was 23 years ago.
Yeah.
So basically, I went on to the directory and I found YMCA.
Yeah.
The YMCA.
Okay.
In Watford.
Oh, right, really?
So let me
My
start
man's
up.
from Watford.
So basically, I used to take the train in the morning.
Yeah.
I always remember this. I'd catch the 5 to 6 train to try and catch the connection from Clapham Junction to go to Watford.
Okay.
And I used to do that. I did that for 12 weeks.
Yeah.
For 12 weeks, because that's how long the course was.
Yeah.
They paid PTs, and after that, paid £2,500 for it.
Yeah.
And for 12 weeks, up and that. I used to remember wake up in the mornings about 4 in the morning.
So 12 weeks is it to be?
Yeah,
well, it was back then,
yeah, back then. It's been shorter now, I think.
Yeah,
But it was an intense course.
Yeah.
It was all day, and I did that all day. And then I'd go to work. So then I'd do that, and then come back, and then go to work in the doors.
Yeah.
Because that's what funded it. That's what paid for it.
Put the graft in to do.
But it was all I kept saying to myself was, it'll be worth it in the end. It'll be worth it in the end. It's one of those ones where I was proud of myself, that thinking, you can do this. You can do this.
Yeah, it was a challenge.
And a lot of people started dropping out.
Yeah.
12-week course, and week 3, week 4. Week. So by the end of it, I think it was about 5 of us left.
Yeah.
This one started, about 30 of us started.
Yeah.
At the end, there's about 5 of us left.
Yeah, sounds like the Marines.
It's amazing. I can't believe I said, you guys, a lot of people who did it all for the wrong reasons.
Okay, yeah.
I did it because I thought I didn't want to do door work anymore. I need to earn some money, and I want to be a personal trainer because I wanted to train people in the gym.
Safer as well, isn't it?
It's inside, it's warm. Got qualified. The day I got qualified, came to work, and I always remember my assistant, doorman, basically, as Tony Peacock. I said, Tony, they're the keys, mate. I don't want them more now. You can have it. Because what? Because you can have it all. All the doors I've got, you can have it. I just can't be...
Yeah.
Because you mean to pay for it? I goes, no, just have it.
Yeah.
And I walked away.
God.
That was it.
You don't have to worry about it again.
And then 2 days later, I was in fitness first. Boom, right. A whole new adventure started.
Happy days.
And then 6-7 months after that, I met this guy called what's his name? Lee Dawson.
Okay.
Right, Lee. I met a guy, Lee Dawson, and he basically is doing this thing called Thai Fit.
Yeah.
Which is like a martial arts thing he come up with, and he's doing it all over the fitness versus. And so basically, and then he was also training in Bournemouth with a guy called my old coach James Cowan.
Okay.
Great coach, by the way.
Yeah.
And he said, come down and do some kickboxing with him. I goes, oh, I used to do taekwondo. I was like, yeah, I'll come down. Doing it, absolutely enjoyed it.
Yeah.
5 weeks into it, he said, James, there's a fight on in Bournemouth University. And they're looking for fighters.
This is at 30.
It's 30.
So quite late. Well, very, very late.
Yes.
Because some people have gone in since tots, haven't they?
So
like the boxing.
So basically, it was like, he went to Lee, goes, Lee, would you want to do it? And Lee goes, oh, no, I'm too much of a pretty boy, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
He said, what about you, Mum? I goes, I'll do it.
Straight in.
Straight away. What do I have to do?
Yeah.
So the training got more intense and everything, and because for me, it wasn't the fact that I just thought, oh, this is really good, this.
Challenge.
It's another challenge.
Yeah, so
that's all I've been doing in my life. It's just
constantly challenging yourself.
Absolutely.
And growing and progressing.
How are you going to get better? How are you going to get better?
Trajectory.
If you don't take chances, if you don't take risk in life. And I did.
Exactly.
And I remember that fight there. I lost that fight. That's because I was too top heavy. I was throwing 20 punches. I wasn't doing for any kicks.
Yeah.
I think 1 or 2 kicks. I was absolutely agony. I was like on the blowing.
Yeah.
Afterwards, I was like, I lost the fight. And people go, boo, you won that fight. Yeah, but it was kickboxing. It wasn't boxing.
Yeah.
So therefore, if you're not throwing any kicks, you're losing.
Yeah.
And I think the guy gave Wayne Furr or something. I can't remember his name now. But I said to afterwards, because he was like battered and everything, but he'd won the fight.
Yeah.
Because it's kickboxing, because of the point.
But you give a good account of yourself.
So basically, I said to him, I want a rematch.
Yeah.
I always remember after that fight, I went in the back, pulled into this big bucket, the room was spinning. And I came back afterwards, I guess, you have? I goes, yeah. And then I remember one of my mates were there and said, how do you feel? I goes, it's incredible. I want to do that again.
Yeah, adrenaline rush.
And then I just basically went to Carl Sams, who was promoting the fight at the time. I said, look, I want more fights.
Yeah.
And that's how I started. With James Cowan, I won a Southern Area title.
Yeah.
Then I won another Southern Area title.
Yeah.
And then after a while, I just felt I wanted to improve more. So I remember going to another guy called Keith James, who was with James Cowan.
Yeah.
He was one of his students. And he was going up by himself. So basically I said, to Keith, can you train me? And Keith's like, I've never trained anyone in my life. And he goes, yeah, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
You're new to it, I'm new to it, so let's go out there.
Journey.
It's a journey.
Yeah.
And then he made me 2-time world champion, 2-time European.
So what age did you become world champion?
35 years old.
35, so only 5 years in the game.
35 years old.
Mate, that's not bad going.
35 years old, yes. 35. Became
so is that,
champion.
Would you say, apart from your children, is that your biggest achievement?
Absolutely.
Today?
Oh, yeah.
Today, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. The first world title, the second world title was just,
And what come with that? So was there pressures, was there stresses that come with being world champion, or you just... No?
For me, the whole journey was just loved it. It was just, I love the challenge. I love people saying, you can't do this.
Yeah.
You're getting old now. When you retire.
That's your driver.
When you retire, you're old now. And it went on and on and on and on. Yeah. And it went on, and then it's like, that's when you'll bring him up in a minute, but anyway, but that's
well,
when
yeah, we can bring him up. So what a lot of people won't know is that you fought Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
You lost to Andrew Tate. But
next question.
Move on. Yeah. But tell me your experience of Andrew Tate. Did you have a lot of interaction with him before the fight?
No.
Because obviously Andrew Tate's one of the most famous people in the world now.
Basically, he was just another fighter to me.
Yeah.
It was another fight. I got on really well with his dad. Me and his dad got on really well because he takes a lot.
His dad was a champion chess player, wasn't he?
Yes. Yeah. And me and him, we got lots of old stuff he sent me and stuff like that. And he's just like a very intelligent man. Very intelligent. You know?
Was he a nice guy?
Very nice.
Yeah. Was Andrew a nice fella? Is Andrew a nice fella?
We didn't interact like that.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, we interacted a little bit on social media, but it wasn't like hey, let's go out for a drink. It was none of that. No. So I can't tell you any stories of when Andrew did this and that. Yeah. All I know is I went in the ring with him, and I remember thinking, oh, he's tall. And then afterwards, I think, God, he hits hard. Yeah. And then he also gave me a scar there.
Yeah. Is that from a kick or punch?
From a kick. And then he perforated my eardrum.
God. And so he beat you in round 5, is that right?
Round 5.
Was it a knockout?
Well, it just stopped because like it hit me and I got up and the whole ring started spinning around. And I was like, what the hell, what's going on? And I felt really seasick. Yeah. And I was sitting there thinking, and then my referee's going, you're right. He goes, oh, no, give me a minute. You're right. He goes, no, this isn't right. This isn't right.
Yeah.
You know, first time I've ever done it. And in the end, it's just
your legs had gone?
Gone completely.
Yeah.
Because you want to continue. I was like, you want to continue? And I looked up and thinking, no, this guy's going to kill me if I keep. No. So I just said no.
So you said
bear in mind, I fought Andrew Tate. I came out of retirement. I've done all my stuff.
Yeah.
I'd won all my world titles.
Yeah.
I'd retired. And on that day there, on that night, I was there for Natalie B. I was made her. That was her world title night. Yeah. So I made her world champion. So I trained her. To make her world champion. So me fighting was not important to me.
Yeah, you're split with your time and your energy of where you put it. Yeah, you can't train and then fight on the same night, can you?
No, I found that one out. Especially against someone like Andrew Tate.
Yeah. So he hits hard.
He kicks hard as well.
Does he?
His kicks just come out of nowhere. That's what I found. He just boom. It took me a while. I like to take my time getting to a fight. With him, I couldn't quite find my rhythm and timing. Yeah. Mind you, I'd been out of practice for so long because I'd retired for about a year and I hadn't fought for a year. When you kickbox and stuff, you need to keep consistent. Yeah. The minute you stop, your timing goes. Yeah. You see?
Rusty.
Yeah, I definitely felt rusty in there.
Put it down to retirement with Andrew Tate.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, he beat me. Yeah. And when people go, Andrew Tate, Andrew Tate, I'm thinking, can we move on? Andrew Tate, can we just move on?
So when Andrew Tate wasn't so popular and was under the radar, it was a lot easier for you. Now when he's popping up on every TV screen possible, it's a bit difficult to see him everywhere.
No, you fought Andrew. Because I did.
See, I didn't know. Yeah. I said to Tom when I did a bit of research. I was like, he's fought Andrew Tate. I was like, punters will love that. He's what's happened to him and stuff. Wonderful. Hat up to him, you know. Yeah. I really. He's a very intelligent guy.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, he's obviously taken some of his dad's.
So always has been. Yeah. Okay. And when he talks, very eloquent. But but that's. For me, it's just fighting. It wasn't like, oh, Andrew Tate was just another opponent. It wasn't like, oh my God, Andrew Tate. No, it's just.
Well, he wasn't that person at that time, was he? So, in your career of fighting, you've had approximately 200 fights. Is that right?
You say approximately. I don't even know count. I don't even know. I just fight.
So you just jump in and as we said earlier, you're 53 years young. And when
I'll be 54 next month.
54 next month. Put it there, my man.
Third,
honestly, you're doing great. So, when was your last fight? Did you fight last month? 2 months ago?
Was it last week or the week before? No, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
So how regular do you fight then? Just as and when?
I will take fights at the drop of a hat because at the end of the day, I'm always ready.
Yeah.
As a fighter, you should always be ready. You know, people. When you see the professionals, that's a whole different ball game. The professionals, there's got a lot more involved. There's finding the venue, studying the opponents. Me, I don't do any of that because I have this mentality of same as the door. If it kicks off, be ready for it. Yeah. You don't decide, oh, that guy's tall, that guy's this. How many fights have you had? You just get on with it.
Not at all. That doesn't mean anything, though. And especially as you'll know from the door. Yeah. Because it'd be the littlest, skinniest.
Be word of him, and then the biggest one,
little fella that will smack something over your head that you don't expect.
There's the big one that does all the screaming and shouting, but you ain't got no ball.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I didn't work on the door, but I worked that out from a young age as well.
You see, so for me, you're not scared of anyone because you're at the front of the house, so you have to just stand your ground. Yeah. And you may be shitting your pants, but you can't show that.
Yeah, character building.
And you just 10 years in the door.
Yeah.
So you don't scare me.
Yeah.
You don't scare me, especially when on the doors anything can happen. Someone can put a knife on you and that's some of that. There's some guy actually put a knife on me. I don't know. It's like, whoa, we all just jump back and say, oh yeah, let's start doing that.
Really?
And things like that.
God.
You don't get that in the ring. Why? There's a referee.
Yeah, it's safer, yeah.
You got gloves on,
Yeah,
you got mouth guard.
You might get knocked out.
You got judges. The only thing you might get knocked out.
You might get knocked out, yeah.
That's the only thing you can be scared of.
Yeah, and you're not made of glass as well. Like obviously any coach will say when you go down a boxing gym, you're not made of glass.
Made of glass.
Yeah, we're a lot stronger and resilient than what people think, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Look at some of these guys in the boxing ring that go 12 rounds, or back in the day when they used to do.
Yeah. Well, about 15 rounds.
In the Ali era,
Yeah, 15
people
rounds.
used to get hammered, didn't they?
Yeah.
The human body can take.
With less resistance than the gloves. The gloves were a lot thinner back then.
But the human body can take a lot of punishment, can't it?
I always say to people, as a species, how do you think we survived the dinosaur days and we used to go hunting, for God's sake. We're hunter-gatherers. Men are hunter-gatherers.
Well,
we go and we hunt.
Yeah, but that's a dying breed now, though.
We go and we hunt, and we get. Now we just go to Tesco's.
Yeah, they get Botox.
Oh,
they go and hunt, hunt the cheapest Botox.
Now men are putting makeup on it. Oh, let me just look. Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
men.
I think this generation that we've got now, well, our sort of age bracket, they're the last generation of the proper fellas. It's moulding into something different now. But like you say, if we go to war, we're fucked. Because if our guys are going to be putting makeup on and worrying where the cheapest Botox place is, on the front line, we're in trouble.
Yeah, we are in trouble.
So you're a family man then?
Yes,
so are you married and you got
two
kids?
Got two beautiful kids, yeah.
What, you got boys, girls?
One boy, one girl. Sierra and Leo. They're both from, because they use the name from Sierra Leone, where I'm from.
Okay, yeah.
So my little girl's Sierra. She's 11. She turned 11
both lovely
2 days
names.
ago. And Leo, he's now 13.
Oh, really? Is he a fighter?
Now he's a footballer.
Is he?
I dabble with him.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to force him to do it.
No, always good for a bit of self-defense.
Absolutely. It's also confidence. And plus they come to my shows, they watch me fight, so they see. So when I tell them stuff, they see. Yeah. And they've got more respect for me because I actually do it. I'm not just talking, I do it.
Yeah.
So they see me fighting and they're coming to the ring and hear my little girl go, go on, daddy. I'm going, oh, bang, just for you, love.
Nothing better though, is there? Obviously,
I can't lose for my kids. I can't. My kids today, I can't lose.
Big role model.
Yeah, I can't lose. So it's one of those ones. Yeah, and they love what I do. And it's very sporty. We're all very sporty, which is what it's all about. Yeah. I don't want my kids to be lazy and just. I want to be sporty.
The new generation again. You don't want to be sat on that phone. Be out. Like I say, we
It's crazy.
We're outdoors. Me and my missus. We got two girls. We're outdoors a lot. We get the girls out in nature. Get them out. We've got a couple of dogs. Not sat on their phone. Doomsday scrolling. That's not the way forward. But it kills the brain cells.
Yes, it does.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. So and the body.
Yeah, the body as well. Yeah. Get up. Get going. So. You're still going to continue fighting till you can't anymore. So what do you think the difference is? How do you maintain that sort of mindset? Because I was just saying to Tom, I'm 40 in July. I tick over, I train. I keep saying, shall I have another fight? Shall I jump back in? I haven't got the time. I've got the kids. I've got a business. I've got the missus. And I talk myself out of it. Whereas you're 13 years my senior, still going strong. And so what's the difference, Mo? You tell us.
It's who I am.
Yeah, do you live in the gym?
This is my second home.
Living in the gym.
And I'm amongst other champions. We've got professional bodybuilders here, we've got kickboxers here, we've got Thai boxers, we've got others. It's all around fighting. Yeah. And I've got my fighters. And I got my fighter who had a fight on Saturday, just gone. Yeah. And he won. Stopped the guy in the third round. Yeah. Because so you train professional fighters as well? I train because obviously you one of your trainers is my good friend Ty. Ty Brown, down at New Era Boxing Gym. Shout out Ty Brown. He's my coach,
how long have you known Ty for? So Ty's still your main coach, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. How long have you worked with him for?
5, 6, 7 years now, something like that.
7 years. How did you meet Ty then?
How did we meet? Because I've known him for so long now, I didn't remember how we met. That was it, New Era. That was it. There's a gym in Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Just around the corner from where I live, and owned by Natalie B and her partner. Okay. But then they sold that place. Yeah. And so somebody else took it over.
Is that when Ty went in partnership with the other fella and they did New Era?
And then the partner asked me, goes, can you come in and start doing some classes? Yeah. So I went in there and he's just like, and I met Ty that way.
Yeah, top fella, isn't he?
That's it.
Yeah.
And he was from Portsmouth, obviously, and
It's a Lee Park boy.
and it just kind of like gelled really. And then I started doing pads, and totally weird. I remember the first time I started doing pads, thinking this is weird because he does one
The way
pad.
he does pads, yeah, I know.
He does one pads, and I think, what the hell?
Because he says you only got one head.
Yeah,
Which
makes complete sense.
Yeah,
Makes
but it's
complete
awkward
sense.
as fuck, innit, when you're doing it.
But I'm so used to go pop, now I'm going pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
But saying that, you start walking away thinking, he's got a point there.
Yeah. Well, he's got a different technique on the pads, and
Yes.
you've got a very rare fighting
Style
anyway, haven't you?
Yeah.
You're very elusive. You don't really get hit.
Don't get hit. Rule number one.
That's your main sort of goal, isn't it? But when I've ever seen you fight, I've watched you fight, I thought, fucking hell, this fella's got such an awkward style. And I know people that have sparred you and people that have fought you, and a lot of people say you're very difficult to hit.
Yeah.
That's what you work on.
That's.
You've got some like martial artist, Bruce Lee.
Well, no, in the kickboxing, because funny enough, when my old coach Keith James, he used to do Carly Screamer and stick fighting and live fighting and everything. So he'd go away and the movement he'll do.
Okay.
So the movement
That's what you adopted.
is he just kind of like, he showed me how to move and kick and try it this way, try that.
There's sort of like
Brilliant.
it's like a style of dance
Yes,
as well, isn't it?
capoeira
Yeah, I know,
style
but
dance, yeah.
a bit like when you watch Usyk. Usyk's style is so unique. There's a bit of a dance element to it, to the way that he moves with the footwork.
Look at Lomachenko.
Yeah. Well, but Lomachenko was a dancer, wasn't he? Was he like
When he was young, is it
ballerina?
It was not ballet. It was more
Gymnastics.
like gymnastics, but they did that traditional dance in their country where they
Yeah.
But to get the footwork.
But there is an element of that in combat sport.
Yes.
That crosses over most definitely.
Yes.
Ali, for example.
You need to have rhythm.
Yeah.
And for me, it's the timing and rhythm.
Yeah. So you're a bit of a samba dancer in your spare time. Then?
I don't want to boast, but yeah.
You can move.
I got moves.
You got moves, have you?
I got moves.
Yeah.
I got moves.
We'll have a little look at that, isn't it? See if we can do the moonwalk or not.
Moonwalk is not a move. Moonwalk is not a move. It's a Michael Jackson thing.
How old are you,
The
Tom?
moonwalk is not a move.
You're 21, yeah?
Oh.
Are you familiar with the moonwalk?
Yes.
The moonwalk is a move, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's got to be the best move.
You're 21 years old. The moonwalk is a move. Do you dance?
Mate, he's been,
It ain't a move, I'm telling you.
Mate,
The moonwalk is not a move, please.
He's been dancing for at least 3 years. 3 years he's got. 3 years experience dancing, man and boy. So what does he so what's the future hold for you then, man?
Let's keep going.
Keep
I
going.
mean, it's like, people say when you get retired. People used to say that from kickboxing, when you retire. I woke up one day, I thought, I'm not doing it anymore. Same as when I woke up one day, I said, I don't want to do the door, I don't want to do doors no more.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
I wake up and I go, I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
I woke up one day, I thought, I'm not doing no kickboxing anymore.
Yeah.
No more K1, no more none of that. I'll just stick to boxing. I did. So I'm gonna wake up one day and go, I don't box anymore. And then that'll be it.
Yeah.
That'll be it. It'll be when I'm ready, on my terms. It'll happen when that's enough now. I don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Because the reason I stopped doing kickboxing, the legs, and it was just hard work.
Yeah.
And I'd win fights, but I'd be limping for a week or so because my legs are killing me.
Yeah.
Because my recovery is not there anymore.
Yeah.
When I was younger, and
You've still got the mindset though.
The mindset is the mind.
Yeah.
But
But
for
sometimes
me-
the mind doesn't do the body doesn't do what the mind wants to do, does it?
For me, I've always been headstrong. I will do it. I'm stubborn.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a Taurus.
Yeah.
I'm stubborn. And if people say to me, you can't do it, I'll go, fucking shit.
I'll show you.
I'm one of them ones.
That's your driver, yeah.
That's always been my drive. When people say to me, you can't win this, you can't do this, you can't. That goes back from when I won my first British title.
Yeah.
When I fought a guy called Chris Oko. You know, he used to be British a boxing champion, but he went to kickboxing.
Yeah.
He was knocking people out.
Yeah.
And I had to go over to, where was it? Circus Tavern.
All right.
Yeah, I fought him there.
Yeah, hostile.
Hostile round, 6 rounds, you know, and it's just like, oh my God, against a guy who's knocking people out. And that was my first fight with my coach, Keith. And we went there, and because Circus Tavern is middle of nowhere, it's in Essex, middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then let's get something to eat. So we looked around, it's like KFC.
Yeah.
So my meal preparation for that fight was KFC.
Yeah, bargain.
I remember sitting there thinking, I'm going to lose. And he was supposed to be cruiserweight. It had to be super cruiserweight. So he came in 3-4 kilograms heavier than me.
Yeah.
So I'm now thinking, everything's against me. I'm not going to win this. I'm not going to win. And it's just like, and then the change room to get changed, they had a nice big dance floor. I had a broom cupboard.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best environment.
So you go in there, I'm skipping the broom cupboard, and my coach come in. That's 1 minute.
Yeah.
I always remember all of this so vividly. It's amazing. And I remember him thinking, how am I going to win this?
Yeah.
And I always remember that one thing that he said to me before I went in there. Because you can see I was nervous because listen, he's a boxer, you're a kickboxer.
Yeah.
He boxes, you kick him.
Yeah.
Just go kick him.
True.
And I went, yeah.
Simple.
Stay away, kick him.
Yeah.
And I did. I kicked him, bruised his rib. I think I broke his rib. I kicked him.
Yeah.
You know?
Straight in.
Won it. Oh, jumping up
Psychology.
at
Well, it's
the
basics, isn't it? The basics really, isn't it, in these situations?
And
we
that's
can
how
overthink things and talk ourselves out.
That's when I started realizing there's more to fighting than just
Yeah.
It's that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people now are calling me out, offering me out. I got a fight coming up in May the 20th. This guy,
Tom said actually he fancied a.
Tom the dancer, he's also fancy.
He said he fancied a dance off with you, so you could do the best moonwalk. Oh, fair play to you.
But people are too quick that I'll take it. But I've been in this game for too long.
Yeah.
I don't fall for, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that.
No. Actions speak louder.
Meet me in the ring, meet me in the ring.
Yeah.
Stop talking about it and don't pull out.
Yeah.
Don't pull out. A lot of people, they talk and then they pull out. Young people who said, yeah, and then, shoulder, No, you shit your pants.
Easy to pull out, isn't it?
You shit your pants because you've done your history, you've done your work, your homework. You suddenly realize, I can't beat this guy. And if I do lose, the chances are it's be a tough fight.
Yeah.
It won't be because you battered me, it's because I didn't do enough to beat you.
Yeah.
It's never you beat me. It's always I beat myself. I've always said that. You know, except when Mikey Bourne hit me, and except when Andrew Tate hit me.
We don't talk about Andrew Tate. Well, what I want to say to you, keep being you.
Always.
Keep fighting, because you're inspiring a lot of people, and all the best for the future.
Thank you
from
for
me
that,
and Tom.
mate. Thank you.
All right? Oh, we've
Thank
got
you.
something for you.
Thank you, my man.
Ty got something similar actually, so I think it's pretty much the same one. That's for you, mate.
Thank you, mate. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you, Carl.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Nice
Thank
one.
you.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. Bye.